Hi guys, Time itself here, and I want to thank you for helping me reach 10,000 subscribers. That's a lot of people. I have to say that when I started this channel some 45 months ago, I did not expect to get this far. But with a lot of work, a bunch of videos, and all of you, this channel has reached an impressive, albeit arbitrary, milestone. So again, thank you. I guess that means I am also due a Q&A video, so go ahead and post your questions in the comments below. I'll get to the ones that I think are interesting and feel like answering in a future video. This is the part of the video where I was going to do some lengthy retrospective on the channel. I've gotten further than I ever expected to, so it seemed like a reasonable thing. The problem was it was really boring, so let me try and make it short. If I wanted to try and grow this channel faster, one thing I would really have to evaluate is the potential audience size that I was going after. As a gaming channel, people are usually interested in the specific games, the titles. Some counterexamples would be things like extra credits, game design in general, or game theorist, which is kind of pop culture gaming. But when dealing with specific games, you have to deal with the level of interest and the level of knowledge. Weapon reviews are very different from game reviews. There are both good and bad points to having videos where views are mostly driven by interest in the game. If the game is popular, the videos will probably get lots of views. But you're also tied to that game in order to get views. So here's Battlefield 4, for example. These are the cumulative stats of all my Battlefield 4 videos, and you can see the views to subs rate has gone down a little bit. That's not concerning at all, it's perfectly normal, but what's interesting is that the views to like rate is definitely up, so the people who are around watching videos definitely enjoy the content, and that's what you get for focusing on a specific game. The obvious long-term concerns about views and more subs are that interest in the game is slowly going to decline, and then when you do change games, well, if it's not just another one in the same series, and even then, the transition can be pretty rough. This is an issue that most gaming channels, especially most personal gaming channels, are going to run into. That's just the way video games work. You can see some of my experiments in dealing with this in my compare and contrast series of Call of Duty and Battlefield. I personally enjoy the more in-depth videos. I don't really like chasing the newest release every time. I like playing the same game for months on end, but at the same time, as a channel, I have to avoid stagnation. So it shouldn't come as a surprise when I say at this point I expect I've made a bit more than half of the Battlefield 4 videos that I'll probably ever make. They'll probably be more spread out, coming over the next 6 to 14 months instead of just the previous 4.5. I'd say the same thing about Call of Duty Ghosts, but I've made so few videos on Ghosts specifically that it would be really easy to make more than I already have. Now again, I have to stress that that's just my expectation of how things will turn out, not actual plans. That's just experience from doing YouTube for a few years. That's what I've come to expect things will look like now. Even then, it's not just that the audience for a game shrinks over time, it's that the kind of videos those people who are still playing the game are interested in tends to change quite a bit. You got early informative videos that come out a couple days, a couple weeks, maybe a few months after the game was released, but after several months, even a couple years, well, the kinds of videos those people are looking for tend to be pretty different. The channel has had a modest amount of success with a variety of videos, including the tutorial videos and the rocket launcher comparison videos, and then the Team Juggernaut stuff in Modern Warfare 3 that did really well. I really think I need to work on developing an identity for this channel that is both, well, something I enjoy and something that will have long-term interest. As I said, I enjoy the in-depth videos. I don't really like always just chasing the newest release, trying to get the news up. That gets a little old. But I do feel like I do have to go after new releases to some extent, so finding a good balance between those and what style of videos to make that will do well like that is the trick. I expect to pick up Titanfall before too much longer, expect a variety of videos from that, both just specific to Titanfall, and then, well, maybe some more comparisons. We'll expand that Battlefield, Call of Duty, Titanfall. At the moment, I feel like I'm going to take a bit of a break, well, maybe not a break, but play less Battlefield. The game has enough issues that, well, it just gets frustrating. I haven't picked up any of the DLCs. I've obviously paid for that in terms of views, but I refuse to give DICE any more money. Hopefully, give them a couple more weeks, they'll fix some stuff up. Maybe Rent a Server will come out for console. We'll see if that improves anything. Who knows, it might help. I may also try to do a little bit of live streaming here and there. I have worked out a couple of the issues I was having, and I think it's worth giving a shot again. And I'll probably just be streaming on YouTube, not Twitch. Again, I want to thank you guys for 10,000 subscribers. I really never expected to get here, so thank you. Go ahead and leave your questions for a little Q&A in the comments section. I keep thinking I am going to manage to crank out a bunch of content, but honestly, it takes me too long to get my ideas down on paper and then go ahead and make the videos, even when I'm not doing stuff that takes as crazy long as that last Hainan Resort Rush video. That was a little ridiculous, but hey, it was fun. Anyway, guys, thanks again. Huge milestone. I'm really happy, and yeah, I'll see you later.